Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and a Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we're going to do a surprise pick a card. We're going to pick from three different messages, guys, and I am going to use this Libra full moon energy to tap into. We talked extensively this week about the Libra full moon, and I know it seems like it's far out or a week and a half away. Guys, this energy is going to come in, and it's going to come in quickly. So the Libra full moon is all about balance. That's what Libra does. And it's going to bring balance in several areas of your life. I know a lot of times we would like to think that it's all about love and relationships, but Libra is actually ruled by Venus, which rules love and money. So we're going to start to see a lot of balance in all of those areas. That can come in challenging ways, or it can come in smoothly. But I know that right now it feels like blessings is what is needed and what I feel this full moon will bring us. As we are multi streaming, so we're on three different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I see everybody coming in. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All right, guys, so let me show you guys our little pick a card that we're doing tonight. And please excuse my um I don't know, my voice, my nose, my throat, everything is stuffy. I'm definitely coming down with a little bit of a cold, but I wanted to make sure we closed out the week with something fun, right? Vanessa joining us on Facebook. Welcome, Vanessa, Michelle. I see new energy over on YouTube. That's exciting. Welcome, everyone. I will timestamp these. So group one, group two, and group three. I'm actually going to tell you what I'm looking at. I'm going to pull three cards from our inner eye oracle, and those are going to be the blessings that are coming in. So if you pick group one, two, or three, that's what we're going to look at. I will pull a message from the universe, from Magical Times for guidance. I'll also pull a message from your higher self, from the Sacred Traveler, and then we'll close it out with a Blessed Be Oracle from our ancestors, right? All right, so I hope everyone has a drink, some water, get comfortable. Again, I am going to try to make tonight's short and sweet. I imagine we'll be here for, I don't know, at least 45 minutes to an hour, but it is so exciting to see new energy. Welcome, everyone. All right, Sherry, I was working on your chakra balance today. I'm going to be excited to get that finished for you. Sherry won the chakra balance giveaway we had on Sunday night. Guys, I will be back this coming Sunday as well. Wrong, incorrect. We have new schedule Monday, Wednesday, Friday this coming week. So we will be back Monday night for love and astrology. We're going to look at that week after the Libra full moon. Ah, thank you, Sandra. Let me know, do you hear any music in the background? I did give myself a little music to listen to tonight. And I got my water, no tea tonight. I thought I better stay hydrated if I'm coming down with the cooties, right? I do have a little story that I wanted to share with you. We're going to do something different, guys. And it's just now being told to me. So I'm like, what? We're going to pull the cards for all three groups right now. And then we'll read all three groups. So I don't normally do this. It seems kind of exciting, making me a little nervous, but it's going to give me the opportunity, I guess, to tell you the story Spirit's been wanting me to share. Guys, I'm in Kentucky, so for those of you that don't know, that's where I'm located in the U.S. We do have viewers all around the world, right? But I'm in Kentucky, and yesterday we experienced some severe storms here in well, really, I feel like it went all the way from Texas all the way up into like Michigan. But just a severe line of storms that came in. And um, I was definitely really nervous about it. I'm not a fan of the twisters, right? And everybody was messaging me and they're like, Rosa, do you know that all these storms are here and that they're bad? I was like, yes, we have the weather on, we have our flashlights out. We have our water and blankets and pillows in the bathtub. We're ready to go. So we watched the weather, and my birthday is this month, guys, and I'm gonna be 46 years old. I have three boys, three sons. They're not boys anymore, but they're grown men now, right? And they all have families of their own, and they all live in different areas. I do have two out of the three that live here in Kentucky with me, but again, in different areas. And then one that's up north in Indiana. And so, of course, I messaged, my boys, and I was like, hey, just want to tell everybody, keep an eye out on the weather. We are not new to tornadoes. My family, my boys and I, we are professionals, right? So, everybody knows what to do. And, a lot of times we kind of take it a little kind of lightly, right? Like, my oldest son was like, yeah, I got it. It's no big deal. It's fine. Everything will probably blow over and, whatever. And so, everybody was like, whatever. It's like, I understand, but we have to, pay a little extra attention when they say that it's going to be a little worse than normal. And I'm glad we all did, because I was in contact with all my sons as the storms grew bigger and got closer. And sure enough, right as the storms are reaching us, which was so interesting because where we're located in Indiana and down through Kentucky is, in different areas, right? The storm was reaching all of us right about the same time, just the way the angle it took across the United States, right? And so uh, I lost contact with two of my three boys right when we were getting the warnings going off on our phone, and there was confirmation of touchdowns in the towns that my sons live in and the town that I live in. And so I just thought, like, how crazy is this that there's literally tornadoes landing in every town that my family lives in. And don't forget my sister in Illinois. I'm her too. And I was just so blown away by this. Me and God had some serious conversations in my bathroom. I just want you to know. And I was reminded of this reading that we did last week. The message was, why do we keep asking for so much, confirmation? Like, when is enough enough? Why are we always doubting, what we're doing or who we are or who guides us, right? Or who God is or how powerful he is. Like, why do we keep doubting? And God doesn't care. Like, we will just get some confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. Um, so when I went to bed last night, I went to bed not speaking to two of my three sons and knowing that the tornadoes had touched down at all of our locations. I had talked to my sister, so I knew that she was okay. I knew that it was very close, within miles, and she was fine. I really didn't know where it had touched down around us, but the house did that weird, air suction out thing. So I know it was close enough, right? And I went to bed talking to my youngest son and telling him, everything's fine, and we will hear from them in the morning. I'm sure the power is out and whatnot. And in the morning, that's exactly what happened. My oldest reached out first. There was phone towers down. He only had emergency calling. The only damage they experienced was a broken window in their home. And the tornado touched down at the end of their street, about a mile to a mile and a half away. Um, my middle son contacted me a little bit around mid morning, He likes to sleep in, bless his heart. Um, and he let me know that he also, got through the storm, lost power, lost service, yada, yada, all the things. And just went to bed and woke up and contacted us, when he woke up. He woke up to several messages from his mother, and not saying that I was like worried, because I wasn't. The whole goal was to show spirit that I had faith and I knew they were fine. But messages like, if you don't reply to my text soon, you're gonna cause me to have to get in my car and then drive 45 minutes to where you're at, right? It wasn't long after that he texted, I'm alive, right? And he also let me know, which I already knew based on the news coverage, that the tornado had also touched down a mile and a half from his home as well. And then going through the news and local reports, I've seen that my youngest son also had some circulation in the area where he lives. And then, of course, my home, also about a mile and a half away. And then my what am I going to call him? Have mercy. I get so tired of the labels. My friend was at work, and he also had a touchdown about a mile or so away. So my point of telling you this story is, um, I keep telling people that we're highly, highly protected. And I don't know how else to say that. And I don't mean that we're always going to be perfect and life is always going to be great and we're not going to suffer losses. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that if our faith is strong, if our faith is strong, that faith alone will carry us through whatever we have to experience, right? And the times that we're experiencing right now, our faith is what's needed. That's what's needed. So that's where our energy, our focus, that's where everything needs to go. And whatever that is for you. Like, I'm not coming out here and telling you what my faith is and going, oh my God, you have to do it my way. Not at all. I'm just having a spiritual awakening. And I like to come out here every once in a while and share it with you, right? So if you're having a spiritual awakening and you're also experiencing um, some shit going down in your life, the message for me was, if I saved you once, why would I not save you again? I've been running from tornadoes my whole life. It's crazy. Like, I could tell you hundreds of stories like the one that I just told you just now. I've just experienced them my whole life. I don't know. Maybe I rode on a twister in a past lifetime. Like, who knows, right? Um, what's funny and what I know is that my mom used to like to chase them, and now we have storm chasers. So it's like, I feel like she would have loved that job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's something that would have been like literally right up her alley. But not me. I'm not a fan. I'm not going out there trying to, chase them down or anything like that. But yeah, all protected, a mile and a half away. I don't know what the odds are. I don't know like what the statistics are, right? I just know that I'm completely amazed by spirit each and every single day, right? All right, let's timestamp and let's do group one now that I've shuffled. It's like Spirit knew that it was going to take me that long. How interesting was that, right? All right, let's do group one. Ooh, let's wait for it. Even 14. I love it. So the 14 is going to be significant for something. All right, if you picked group number one, here are the blessings coming in. We have a stranger, interesting. We have endings coming out. And we have obstacles coming out. I'm getting the message pretty quickly. If you picked group number one, you're breaking away from something, and that in turn is going to make space for new things. It's going to bring in new energy, and the stranger could be what it is bringing in. But let's talk about that card for just a moment. The Jack of Spades is could be translated to Jack of Swords, or I'm sorry, Knight of Swords in tarot, right? Guys, in case you didn't know, you can use your regular playing cards to read tarot. And the meanings will translate over. You can look up little cheat sheets on Google and it'll tell you what all the cards mean. But if you have a regular playing card set in your home, then you have a set of tarot cards. All right, so the stranger, Jack of Spades. The Jack of Spades, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords for me, there's a clue in that energy for me that you're breaking free from something. That's like my breakup card. So that's what's telling me that you're getting away from something. The stranger card in the inner eye oracle, it actually has a very specific meaning. It talks about stranger danger. You know how when you're growing up and we always like tell our children don't talk to strangers. And sadly, the world we live in, I had to do that. Like I felt I had to do that to keep my children safe. But what happens is our parents and we tell, like we do it to our children, we like put this belief system, implant it into them, right? So then my kids grow up thinking, well, strangers are danger, right? And I don't need to meet new people and I just need to keep to myself and yada yada yada, so it goes, right? And so the point of the card is that when we have this like belief, this implanted, that's not even our belief, we didn't even get to make it or experience it, we just got told this thing, right? So it's like when we do that, we limit ourselves and we block abundance from us. We we do this and it keeps like a almost like a wall up so it can't get to you, right? So the stranger card is telling me, I'm looking at blessings that are coming in your way if you picked group one. So it's telling me that someone new is going to come into your environment, and it's because you've ended something, you've closed something out. And this doesn't have to be a relationship. So if you're like married to somebody for 17 years and you're like, hey, Rosa, I'm still married and I'm not getting divorced anytime soon. Well, let's say a friendship has ended. Maybe like, you've lost touch, you stopped putting the energy in. We all do that where we stop calling people and then we realize that we haven't talked to them in 20 years because we stopped calling and then they didn't reach out and yada yada, right? Everybody knows that, right? It could be a job. Maybe you walked away from a job that wasn't serving your greater good. It wasn't seeing your worth, right? It didn't like equal your value, so you left that. And now you have more time. And what happens when you have more time? You go do something new, you meet someone new, right? I do believe that you're experiencing some type of challenge or obstacle. So Five of Clubs could be translated over into Five of Wands in the tarot, right? And Five of Wands does represent having challenges. Obstacles says like it shows this lock. So it's like something you've been locked out of something. I feel like maybe you overstayed your welcome. Maybe you held on to someone for too long. You held on to something for too long. Whatever it is, you've released it, and now what that thing you were holding on to was what was causing that wall, right? It was causing the abundance to be able to come to you, and because you released it, now it has like free open range to come your direction. But what I'm going to say is if you picked group one, like, don't panic if someone comes towards you and you don't know them or they look different than someone that you would normally talk to, right? I feel like that could be the thing for someone. Someone could like I don't know, like meet someone that they a different culture or a different religion or a different whatever, right? And you're gonna have to like be open to learning new things or not judging someone, or you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more information on this stranger. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is slow energy. It talks about being patient. King of Wands comes out. King of Wands is someone who is very confident in themselves, a showman, someone who's like, this is probably the thing that you're not used to, group one. This could be someone who is like, they're used to being the center of attention, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. Page of Cups is here. It says, there is a small offer that is made. All right. Endings. I want to point out that it's 10 of diamonds, and 10 of diamonds, it can be translated to 10 of pentacles, right? So I feel like the ending could have had something to do that was financial. I mean, it could be a relationship if the person was connected to your finances in some way, but it could also, have something to do with like an old job, or maybe even like an old place that you used to spend your energy or your money. All right, we have the Chariot. That's Cancer energy. This could have something to do with right and wrong. Five of Swords is here. Five of Swords could say something about negative thinking or disagreements. And Six of Cups is here. Six of Cups is someone from your past. Someone from your past. All right, let's look at those obstacles. I feel like these obstacles are something that you're overcoming, or that the stranger may help you overcome. Let's see what comes out. We have Two of Swords, something with being stuck or not knowing which direction to go. Seven of Swords here, not believing that something may happen. And Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. King of Cups is on the bottom. King of Cups says this could have something to do with your emotions, an overflow of emotion. And I just want to point out that King of Cups is also my clue card for Divine Masculine. Is it someone being wonky over on Facebook? Oh, Erica, what do you mean by you snapped? I mean, I understand it. I do. But I know that like that won't help us get right now. And like Erica's making a good point. She says my dad saw my tarot, and although I've been a rock for my family, and she says helping with rent, food, support, he says he doesn't want me bringing that energy. And then there's a curse word, so I'm going to take that off because I forgot and didn't see it. My bad. Sorry, YouTube. But my point is, Erica, have mercy. But my point is, um, we're all kind of experiencing that, right? Whether we're being persecuted for our beliefs or our spiritual journey, or the way we live our life, the people that we date, the people that we love, the people that we voted for or didn't vote for. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is in this agitated, coming at each other type of energy, right? The whole world is. It's because of it's Pluto's fault. I just want you guys to know. If you didn't know, it's not it's Pluto. It's just Pluto. But it has to happen, right? It has to happen so we can have like new everything, right? The rebirth part of Pluto. But here's what I'm going to say. And Erica, I'm not picking on you. I love you very much. Um, we're not going to get through to anyone. That's not true. I was about to say we're not going to get through to anyone in an aggressive manner. And I don't know why I got so distracted from this reading. Maybe it has something to do with it. Who knows? But I'm not getting in trouble, so I feel like it's okay. But okay, it's not that we can't be aggressive. See, I guess it would have to go with, what do you mean by you snapped, right? Like when I read I snapped and yada yada, I'm assuming you snapped and maybe you threw an ashtray or two, and fire is flaming coming out of your ears, and you're screaming vulgar curse words. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you mean by snapped, right? Like that's what I would think that snapped means, right? Um so people have this misconception that if you're like spiritual, if you're awakened, or if you're building a relationship with God, then you can just be walked on and you can't do anything about it. That's not true. In fact, God expects you to stand up for yourself. You're in God's army, right? Like he expects you to stand up for yourself. But he doesn't expect you to curse people or raise your voice when it's not needed. You know what I'm saying? Um, we're supposed to come at everyone with compassion and understanding and all of those things, because we're supposed to be trying to teach them or show them, like how to, be a better human by example, right? So if we're snapping on people, well, they're just going to snap right back, or they're just going to ignore completely what it is that we're trying to express to them, and then they'll just go on with their disembodied belief of whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's better for us to face those things that trigger us and cause us to snap or whatever, so that we can actually have like healthy interaction and healthy communication, and we can actually share information with these people that are lacking knowledge. And when we lack knowledge, what do? We judge, right? So again, I'm not picking on you. I love you. I can't see the comments. She says it's my Aries rising. I believe that. She said, it's just that I have been quiet and I just stood up for myself. And that's okay. That is okay, right? It is okay to stand up. In fact, that's what we're supposed to be doing. But you know how I stand up for myself? And people don't like it. Let me tell you, people do not like it. This is how I do it, right? I don't call names, right? I try not to cuss, because anytime we cuss, it like immediately puts us in the wrong, right? Um, I come at people with facts, with things that I know are 100% true. You can't deny it. It's a fact. And if you're going to argue with me with facts, now you're the delusional one. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. Keep that in mind. If he's coming at you with, oh, don't bring that energy in here. Take some facts to dad. Go show him something where, what type of energy does tarot bring? What type of healers are healing, using tarot for healing energy? These types of things, like show people, inform people, right? Like that's what we're supposed to be doing. All right, group one, stranger is coming in. Be open. Be open. Don't be scared. Be open to receive. All right, first thing I'm going to do is magical times. This is message from the universe if you picked group one. It's the pilgrimage card. I actually just seen this one earlier. I hope everybody's seen me shuffle all the cards. It says, you're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way, and only you can choose your path. All right, now I'm going to pick the higher self message. So, higher self message is begin now, take your first step. How perfect, right? Can't beat it. All right, and then here we go. Here is your blessing, a blessing on a new venture. And I love how she's got the arrow pointed. She's getting ready to aim and put it exactly where she wants to go. All right, guys, that's going to be group one. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up, guys. I'm going to try to drink more water. I feel like I can tell my voice is just getting more and more nasally. It's going to drive me nuts. I will say the thunder does seem like it's calming down outside, which I am grateful for. But from what I understand, the storms are supposed to pick up tonight. Um, I want to say like I seen on my radar about 11 o'clock. About 11 o'clock. All right, guys. Pick a card, group number 2. If you picked group number 2. All right, let's timestamp and let's do 3020 for group 2. All right, group 2, we're looking at blessings. Blessings coming your way. Libra, full moon. I'm going to start out with the inner eye oracle. We did already shuffle and get them all pre-picked at the beginning of the live when I was telling my little tornado twister story. So we're going to go ahead and get started with group 2. And these are going to be your blessings coming in. All right, so we have 5 of spades, news. You're getting news coming in. All right, the rebel, we have jack of clubs, we have a rebel energy coming in. And 7 of clubs, we have the strength card coming out. This is going to be some inner strength. I'm getting that message. You know how whenever, like, sometimes there's an accident, and you see somebody do something extreme that they normally like wouldn't be able to do, like in normal circumstances, like, I don't know, um a car falls on someone and a human like picks up the car so it pulls out the person, right? Like we hear stories like that all the time, and we're like, oh my gosh, how did this person did that? It's the adrenaline, right? It's like the adrenaline that causes us to have like this like massive inner strength. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with that card. So if you picked group 2, I feel like you're getting some type of news. I don't necessarily feel like this is going to be one of those things where everything's always working out for your greater good, but because the package doesn't look a certain way, you may be like, what's this about, right? I feel like it's very possible that you're going to rebel against that energy, or it's possible that there's energy coming towards you that's going to help you have some type of like, I almost said backbone, but I don't know if that's necessarily it. Some type of like fearless attitude. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Let's see what that news is about. Here's why I'm a little questionable about this news card, because it's 5 of spades. 5 of spades would translate over into 5 of swords, and 5 of swords could be like disagreements or arguments. Let's see, we're looking at blessings, so we don't want disagreements or arguments, right? Okay, let's see what comes out. So we have the high priestess. That is abundance, right? It's all the abundance. That's what the little pomegranates behind the high priestess card represent, right? Abundance. So the high priestess is a knowing, because the energy is supposed to say that you're sitting at the veil. So you're able to like move the veil over. If you have a question, you want to ask spirit something, and then spirit can send you a message back and forth, right? And so it's like you have some type of inner knowing about whatever this message or this news is that's coming in. 9 of Wands is a little bit of stubborn energy. I picked that up with that rebel card. And again, it's like you may be a little like, I don't know if this is exactly what I want. I don't know if it's exactly what like I thought it was going to look like, something like that. And the sun is here. The sun is telling me it could, I know that the moon is normally what illuminates, but what I seen right away was the sun shining very brightly. So it's like this could shine a bright light on something, illuminate something. And it could also, the sun, a lot of times we see like the child on the sun card. And sometimes that energy represents a little like, um, it could be like youthfulness, something young, fresh. Sometimes it's a little immature, like the energy is not quite fully at its fullest potential. I am seeing King of Cups again and again. I'm getting like that could be divine masculine. It could have a message to do with like overflow of emotion, not being able to get in control of your emotions. This is interesting because Again, this is much different than group one. Let's look at the rebel. What is this rebel energy coming in? The lovers. Oh, group two. Are you on a twin flame journey? Of course you are, right? That's why you're here. And you could be a little, I don't know, resistant against that energy, especially if you're dealing with like separation or the famous runner chaser phase of your journey, right? Very possible. And then we have the Four of Cups coming out, ignoring something, not paying attention to something. And we have Two of Cups coming out. Two of Cups is equal effort. This is about matching someone's energy, matching someone's energy. Some of you could be manifesting a twin flame union. That would make sense why that high priestess came out right away. All right, let's look at the strength card. Seven of clubs. This is about inner strength. It could just be saying that you're strong enough to do something. Queen of cups, I think that's what it is. Justice card, I love it. And Three of Cups. That's the Libra energy. The Libra energy. It's almost like if you picked group two, this Libra full moon could be helping you manifest some type of reunion energy, some type of twin flame coming together, reunion energy. It's interesting because I'm sensing some stagnancy, and I think that's why when this contact comes in with that news card, you're kind of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to start that again. I don't know if I want to talk to that again. I don't know if I want to deal with that again. That's definitely what I'm getting there with that Justice card. Queen of Cups is the energy that says you choose to love and heal yourself. That's the Gemini, that's the lovers. But the Queen of Cups is like when you know that your cup is running dry or you need to replenish yourself, right? That's that inner strength that was needed. But Justice with this Libra full moon is just pointing out Three of Cups, like mind, soul tribe, soul family, that type of energy. I do see Page of Cups on the bottom. So it's very possible this energy could give you some type of small offer. I will say Page of Cups sometimes talks about a slippery situation. All right, so if you picked group two, magical times. My throat got dry, I'm sorry. Ooh, Sandra's like mind blown. Good. It was throwing me off a little. It's definitely very twin flaming. Okay. Sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. Big confirmation, right? And that's going to be message from the universe, right? All right. Now I'm looking at your higher self. We have protected by angels. You are cherished by angels. I love that. That's literally what we talked about, like my whole story at the beginning. That's what it was all about, right? All right, let's look at the Blessed Bee Oracle, and this is going to be ancestor guidance. We have a blessing on growing older. It's number 38. I feel like this is about implementing. Getting older is more about being wiser instead of more about like age. I feel like spirit's asking you to focus on how this is someone who is breaking some type of twin flame cycle, most definitely, and probably was scared to do so because of fear of, if I walk away, am I not on this journey anymore? Am I not protected anymore? And I feel like spirit's just giving confirmation. Group two. All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, we got one group left. Ooh, I was right on the money, wasn't I? What did I say? 45 minutes to an hour. Uh-oh. Tina says, I think I should get group three. Michelle says, interesting. I heard the number two loudly in my head before choosing. I love it. right. All right, we're at group 3. So for all of you that picked group 3, I see the quiet watchers over on YouTube. Sherry's ready for group 3. All right, let's timestamp. You guys hear that thunder rolling in? All right, 4111 for group 3. First thing I'm going to start in is blessings. Now, group 2 has me nervous because, I was hoping for like all positive, easy things. I feel like group 2's is positive. They're clearly breaking some type of twin flame cycle, probably that runner chaser crap, right? And that definitely is a blessing, but it's like, oh my goodness. All right, let's see what comes out for group 3. So if you chose group 3, Libra Full Moon bringing you these blessings. Ooh, I'm loving it already. All right, we have the advisor. It's King of Spades. We have new beginnings. It's Ace of Clubs. And we have 10 of Hearts, success. This is giving financial abundance. Advisor, that could be what you do. You could be consulting. You could be some type of consulting, doing some type of consulting work. It's King of Spades, which is Ace of Spades. This could be about speaking, doing any type of speaking, being like just authentic, telling stories, communication, all of that type of energy. But I feel like it's all financial, whatever this is about. New beginnings could be a new offer. Ace of Clubs is going to translate over to Ace of Wands, which is fate, destiny, all of that type of energy. So it's like this is all part of like your soul's mission. I could be talking to someone in group 3 if you're mixing your job or your career with your purpose, right? Like that's kind of what I'm getting here. And success, cha-ching, right? All right, let me grab the tarot real quick so we can confirm. All right, let's start with that advisor. Is someone advising you on your finances, group 3? What is happening here? Ace of Cups, 7 of Wands, and 2 of Swords. I think someone is advising you. Someone is advising you. Someone could be gifting you, helping you in some way. And for some reason, it's causing you an overflow of emotion. I think it's relief. Group 3, I think it's relief. This could be some type of financial relief. All right, let's look at new beginnings. It does show this plant, a very small, fragile, just the very beginnings of of new growth. We have 5 of Wands, something challenging, but it does say that you're prepared for it. So I like to compare the 5 of Wands to 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is energy where they're stabbing each other, and it talks about disagreements and battles. 5 of Wands, it shows them always with the wands and the sticks, and they're hitting each other. And it does say that it's challenging. Fives are always challenges, but in the 5 of Wands, it's training. It's like you're training for something. So when we see the Five of Wands, it's saying you're training for something, or you have trained for this situation, and now Spirit believes that you are prepared. And I think that's what the message with Five of Wands is here, because we see the Fool card, and the Fool card is all about taking leaps of faith. Seven of Swords is also here. This is about leveling up. But I'm also seeing Nine of Swords, so it's possible that you're struggling with your belief system. Keep positive, stay positive. Group 3, stay positive. It's very possible you are manifesting something very abundant when it comes to your finances. All right. 10 of Hearts, success. Six of Wands comes out. This is a victory, notoriety. Someone notices you, group 3. I sense that strongly. Four of Cups is here. Manifestation, confirmation of what I just said. You're manifesting something huge, and it doesn't get any better than this. 10 of Cups comes out. You're manifesting something so big. It's all your dreams coming true. It's all your wishes coming true. Happy home, happy family. 10 of Cups. All right. The rain is starting to come down. Just when I said that it was starting to calm down, I want to show you Ace of Wands on the bottom. Group 3. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. This is fate. This is destiny. This financial abundance was always meant to be yours. All right. Message from the universe. Look at this. Oh my gosh, y'all. You can't. I love Spirit. I freaking love how much Spirit loves me. All right. Prosperity. Focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Then we have higher self message. Embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Guys, this Libra full moon, if you picked group 3, oh my gosh, I'm going to be shouting to the heavens with you because I always pick group 3. All right, so 44, my favorite, right? I can't get any better than that. Fours are manifestation. Fours are financial security. 11, 11, the twin flame, all the things, right? A blessing on a homecoming. It's so funny because I've been struggling with my home situation, right? All right, I'm going to leave that there. So if you picked group 3, congratulations, right? All right, guys. I hope the readings were helpful. I know it's short and sweet tonight. I wish I could stay longer. But yes, I just really need to go get me some rest. I'm ready to go crawl in the covers. I've got new sheets. I love new sheets. It's not really, they're not new anymore. I just washed them. So, like, they're new again type of thing. Yeah, and I'm just ready for a little self care and I don't know, maybe some TV or something, right? I will be back Sunday night, guys. Sunday night. So if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, the follow button, the join button. Remember, guys, we're always multi-streaming on all the different platforms. I'm gonna come back on Monday. I keep saying that. I'm gonna mess up 100 times. We're gonna change the schedule, guys. And every time we change schedule, which actually does not happen very often, I just stumble with the days because I'm so used to saying it the old way, right? So Sunday night is now going to be Monday night, guys. Monday night, I will be back. So it's going to give me a little extra time to get some rest in this weekend. I'm really looking forward to it. So I can come back strong on Monday night and we will do love and astrology. Well, I'll talk about the astrology for the week after the Libra full moon. Guys, I'm always a week ahead. If you're looking for what's happening this week, you can find all those videos and all that information over on my YouTube channel under the live tab, right? So next week, Monday, be here, 8 p.m., same time. We're going to keep the same time, 8 p.m. Central Time. We'll talk about the week after the Libra full moon, and then I'll offer some free and paid mini readings after the collective. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.